All right, now over to some big movie news. Following the massive success of Avengers Endgame, this summer is about to be a hit for blockbuster films. For more on that, we're sending things over to Fandango's managing editor, Erik Davis. All right, Erik, what movies are going to be the big hits of the summer?
Yeah, well, you know what? I think now that Avengers Endgame is one of the biggest box office hits of all time, a lot of moviegoers want to know what happens next. Well, what happens next will play out in Spider-Man Far From Home. It stars Tom Holland returning as Spider-Man, as well as Jake Gyllenhaal, who gets to play the classic Spider-Man villain Mysterio in this film. Also, Toy Story 4, Woody and Buzz are back for another adventure in this Pixar franchise that a lot of adults and kids like. Also, The Lion King, Disney's next live-action remake, coming out in July. This one starring the voiceover work of Donald Glover and Beyonce. A lot of that memorable music will be in it. It's from the folks who did A Jungle Book. Jon Favreau directs, and so you know visually it's going to be spectacular. Also, very much anticipated animated movie coming in, The Secret Life of Pets 2, starring Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. And this one, I think, especially if you are a pet owner, as I am, I have a dog, this film, very much looking forward to it.
All right, Erik, I know I can't wait to see it either. Now, what films do you think are going to bring the biggest laughs? What films are going to bring the biggest thrills? And what films are going to bring the biggest scares?
You know what? When it comes to the biggest laughs, Men in Black International, which is a film I think will deliver some of the biggest laughs of summer. I think that one will really knock it out of the park. In terms of thrills, Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and Furious spinoff starring Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. These movies are so crazy with their action. They got cars driving up the sides of buildings. It is just marvelous to watch if you are an action fan. And so I would definitely say Hobbs and Shaw. When it comes to scares, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, coming at you with a bunch of different monsters. And this one, a sequel to the 2014 hit Godzilla. This one, lots of monsters. King Ghidorah, Mothra. If you were any kind of Godzilla fan, any kind of monster movie fan, I think this one's going to have a little bit of everything. A little bit of the scares, the chills, the thrills. King of the Monsters. Definitely see it.
All right, and Erik, with all the sequels and reboots hitting our screens, what's the best way for fans to catch up on the earlier films?
Yeah, if you haven't seen some of these previous installments and you want to catch up, Fandango Now is our streaming service, and we have a dedicated page. It's a movie catch-up, summer movie catch-up page, and so literally every single previous installment, previous incarnation we have over on Fandango Now, and so you can kind of binge them with your family and then go see the latest one so you're all caught up.
All right, thanks so much, Erik. We're going to check back in with you a little later in the show for even more summer movie news.